surpass him.
But the thing is, he's selling the baby mom to the record label, Milf Music. Milf Music.
Wait, delete that.
I'm sorry, no, Milf Music, that's gotta stay.
Nah, yeah,
that's a short. That's gotta.
I'll incorporate that.
Yeah.
Keep it. Just wait before you start it. That's so fucked up.
Y'all welcome back, and we in here with the 3 Trues.
Milf Music?
Milf Music. With a capital M-I-L-F. And his first major artist, what's her name? Jaden Alexis, baby. Ooh. Stewie with the big head, then elevated to some other shit. The second song is a hit on Twitter right now. Everybody, all the bitches up in that shit.
Let me get this right. We got this wrong. If you want to get on Billboard as a female, you got to fuck with Blueface?
Toxicity sells. I've been saying this shit week in and week out. On the 3 Trues and on the Zahier World shit, I've been saying that shit. Toxicity is the wave now. But how you think Moneybagg stays afloat?
But nah, you just don't fuck with Moneybagg music personally.
No, I fuck.
Nah. I'm not saying that in a bad way. A lot of people do be critiquing. Like I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with Moneybagg to the point where I'm thinking like, nah, I think his music hard. Like I fuck with this shit, like fire type shit.
Right.
But I'm starting to really realize, it's a lot of people that really don't fuck with Moneybagg, and that kind of fucked me up. Cause I know everybody got haters, but I ain't think it was like he got the same bar, he come with the same. I said, damn, y'all really.
But it's mostly niggas saying,
like, word up, the bitches love Moneybagg.
The bitches love it.
They love Moneybagg.
Because he even said it in the recent interview he did with Snoop Dogg. You can't, I'ma always have my shit that's like hard and shit, gangster and shit for the niggas.
Gotta cater to
but I always gotta cater to that female audience because they're the ones that's gonna sell. They're gonna be the ones that stream my shit more than the niggas are.
100%.
So yeah, I'm in my nature as a street nigga, I'ma wanna make that hood music. But I'ma always on any album I put out, I'm gonna be catering to the bitches.
Do you think it's 70% women, 30% men for him?
I'll say those numbers are accurate. I'll say that's accurate.
Yeah.
Like he's making his music 30% for the hood, for the niggas that he grew up with in the trenches, Memphis, but the other 70% is I'm
gonna say 60 for the women and 40 for the
60-40.
Okay.
Now what about when he started? I'm thinking when he started 80-20.
That's how a lot of these niggas start out. They make more hood music for the niggas.
They gotta cater to the people.
But then when they start seeing that, especially when they start dating and shit, and they got the public eye in their relationships, and now they start going.
And now y'all both will be able to name this. Who's the #1 artist that does that?
Dirk.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you special, dude. Special.
He's not the only one,
but he's the #1 that went from the trenches. This ain't what you want. Walking with on the block with the low cut.
Phases.
Yeah.
This nigga had phases.
This nigga made 7 India songs. Part 7. I'm joshing around, but
yeah, I think it was really like 3 or 4. But that's still a lot though.
He went from all trenches. He went from all trenches street music to all sharing locations.
Baby does the same shit except for making songs about bitches. But I mean, him and Jada Waiter, they be on and off and shit 24. He made a song about her already, but he ain't.
But he don't cater. He don't cater his music to women.
He ain't make a name named Jada. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Now Dirk just did some extra shit. Now I looked at him low key as a simp for that one. But I mean, hey, it's selling. Bitches is eating it up. Keep it going.
That's how it's supposed to
Keep it going. Future took that toxic shit with the women out the ballpark. It's after Sierra.
So at the end of the day, you can say what you want about Blueface, but he's going to make a female artist poppin'. Or just a female period.
Because at the end of the day, I feel like he's realized he has that power to make a woman into a star overnight. And when that happens, he signs them. He realizes if he would have had Krishan signed, it would have been an easier process. But now he like, I'ma prove the world wrong and I'ma make another star, but this time she's gonna be signed directly under me. No matter if she had my kids, she's gonna be signed under me. So any residuals that she make, I make that. Milf Music.
I
still can't get past the name. The fact that he named it that, he is the GOAT for toxic bullshit.
He trolling, but that shit working.
That title is
Imagine
trolling
you
to
really
the
see a
max.
bitch with a Milf music chain and shit. That shit'll be crazy.
I'm sorry, that title right there is just toxic to the max. Like, yo.
You got Stewie with the big head.
Yeah.
If I'm Stewie, ho, you stupid.
If I'm stupid, oh, you stupid. It's crazy, bro. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
it's sad because here that should be Ice Spice sound lyrical. So they said Kai Cenat is innocent.
Oh yeah, I saw his stream today. I mean,
shout out to Kai.
He really did come from a sincere place with it. Like he said, I come from New York. I wanted to show love to my city.
Give them their flowers.
I wanted to give back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids out here, they can't afford the PS5, so I wanted to give them the PS5, give them a chance to win it.
You giving the city their flowers and they ain't giving you your flowers yet.
Because you gotta understand, a lot of fans out there, a lot of people were saying, a lot of them kids that was doing a lot of that bullshit, some of them weren't fans of Kai Cenat. They were just wanted to enact in the violence and the crazy shit that was going on.
But I'm not saying he a perfect dude, but what smut do you got to put on his name? To have
It was his event. He didn't plan it out right. He just told a bunch of people to meet up in this area.
He did the same thing with the Uzi shit, and they was body yada yada.
And you saw what happened with that, right?
Nah,
in that video, they asses went crazy.
But it wasn't in no bad video. They was dancing,
was going on top of people's cars.
Okay.
Doing that shit.
Okay, so what's the difference between that and what
they didn't act a full blown riot? They didn't rob people. They was acting crazy and they was tossing over cars, standing on cars, doing the dance and shit, but nobody ended up getting robbed.
They was vibing.
Niggas was getting robbed during that Kai Cenat event.
They were doing minor violations.
Niggas was stealing whole juice trucks and driving them.
Yeah, I saw that part.
Niggas was hanging on top of the cars with him in it, high speeding, falling off of the car. That's a whole hazard right there.
The one video I saw, the dude was sitting on top of the car. He was doing his little dancey dance, and then he stepped off. But when he stepped off, he dented the glass on the top, and like once he did that, it caused that reaction. Like, oh, all right, well if he could do it, I might as well get on this black Nissan I've been looking at all day and get my mind right. And everybody's car just start getting destroyed.
You had a bunch of young kids and young adults act out like it was like the end of the world.
And some people was seeing that shit, and they was getting their keys out, moving their motherfucking car out the way. But a lot of people stayed.
A bunch of people that was in that area at that time said they was fleeing the fuck out the way.
They have video evidence of their car being destroyed, and their insurance is gonna pay for a new car.
I knew niggas that was over there, and they told me how they was just. Some of them partook in the action.
Some of them niggas got the fuck out the way.
Some of them niggas got the fuck out the way, out of Dodge, because they said that shit was too crazy. It was too many of them everywhere. And I know that park that they was at. That park is a heavily. It's across the way from what's that store? Dollar Tree. Nah, I think is it Dollar. Is it still? I don't know. I ain't been over there in a while, but I know that park. That is a big ass park for all them niggas to be covering up that park and look like ants when you like looking at them from a camera that's all the way up. That means there's a lot of motherfuckers that's covering that park, cause that was that's a big ass park. I've been over there before. You can't cover up that park unless you got that many bodies covering up like on some World War Z shit. And they really was moving like World War Z. And with that, it's like, bruh, that from Chicago to New York, it's just like, what's the next city to have that? Cause before that,
can't forget Chicago.
Last month, they young kids, the teenagers over there been wilding the fuck out. They terrorized the whole downtown area of Chicago, and then they just ransacked the fuck out of 7-Eleven. They fucked that 7-Eleven up. Now and that's how it started with this drill shit.
I was just about to say, is music influenced or social media? I know it's both, but which one is predominantly
music?
Okay, cool.
Music.
I'll give you that.
So music has a way of I know it's mind control,
and that's why
I'll give you 60-40 to that.
And I'm not gonna get too
I'll say
deep.
60 towards the music, 40 towards social media. So social media just amps shit.
And I just had this conversation with my man before y'all even pulled up. In our time, 2012, 2013, when Chicago drill music was the shit. Yeah, you had violence. Yeah, it was promoting niggas to shoot people, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. Now it's like drill music been on steroids, meth, and took it to a whole new route with these little niggas. Now they want to kill somebody at 13 and 14 years old. So now it's just a whole different ballpark. And it be the main cities that be caught up in this shit.
And I agree.
Chicago to New York, and then LA. If LA get caught up in it, then it's like, goddamn, what's stopping Houston?
Right.
What's stopping Atlanta? What's stopping Charlotte? It's gonna be all across the country.
And I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna capitalize on what you said. I'm gonna give some blame to how people was raising some of these young bucks instead of actually taking them outside.
There's no parents.
And there's no parents at all. Like now it's just straight screen time.
Yeah.
So you're not doing nothing but seeing and listening to these videos, looking at them, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna copy that." Da da da.
But that's what happens when you have kids in a generation where their innovators, their influences are celebrities and not the actual parents at home.
Yep.
But that's due to the government eliminating the father out the household.
But they've been telling us this for years, bro. They've been telling us
But it's
how
even worse now.
It's
With
even worse now
technology.
because they have more of an influence to do dumb shit.
Back then,
With
they
more
did, bro.
technology being polluted, like parents don't even take the screen away from their kids. They like, all right, little Johnny don't want to shut up, so I'm gonna give him my phone so he can just watch YouTube for fucking 12 hours straight.
Right.
And now
Like they're doing shit like that.
And now with these new bills being passed, you legally can't even parent your kids no more because now they just passed a bill. I think it was in LA, but it's starting in LA. If your kid decide at 5, 6, 7 years old, mommy, now this is a girl, I want to be a boy now. If you tell that girl no, the government could legally take your kid away, and now that's their kid now. You have no child. You can't parent officially no more. It don't matter if it's a father saying that or the mother. Cause the rule's been always in place for a mother. A mother's rule is always standing in society. That's how it's been for
That's how it's been for generations.
That's how the government set it up. The mother's word is more valuable than the father's word, which is crazy, but that's what it is. But now it's like, fuck your word and fuck your word. It's our word if that's what they want. You have no say. If you not saying yes, you're the problem.
But we all know about, and I know y'all heard stories plenty of time about the Pied Piper shit and music being used to influence people.
Yeah.
So if the music is being pushed in,
You had a choice to either be the street kid, the nerd, or the athlete, or whatever you wanted to
our
be.
generation had more role models, bro.
It really.
We had more real lyrical artists to look up to.
We
Not
had
saying
a
it was
choice.
perfect,
We
but
had
their
a
music
choice.
had substance.
Before, like I said, before 2020, you had a choice in what vibe you wanted to rock with.
Right.
You had the party vibe. You had the kill street
You
shit
definitely had
vibe.
the Chris Brown, Trey Songz singing.
You had the R&B vibe.
and that was cool to do that.
Or you had the lyrical rap where you
Right.
conscious, where you wanted to think about what's going on.
Now everything is just
Now
about one thing.
it's all about twerking for the bitches, get a bag out of a nigga, and for the boys, rob, shoot, kill, demon. So it's like,
You know what's pathetic about what you just said?
What?
We still have Usher. We still have Chris Brown. We still have Nelly. We still have artists out here that make amazing R&B singing type music that
But
nobody
are they-
gives a fuck about.
But are they
that's
topping
the
the
older
charts right
generation
now?
is-
Are they topping the charts right now?
I ain't gonna lie, Chris Brown still do his thing, but them other
Are they
niggas
still
nah.
listening?
Nah.
See what I'm saying? They're not.
That's
And they
our
was saying Chris
generation.
Brown
That's our
album,
generation.
and they
That
wasn't
the
even
new
following Chris
generation's
Brown
not
album.
listening.
Chris Brown made a good album. And they said, nah, he made 30 songs. He giving us too much. Giving you too much music. Why is this song 4 minutes long?
The attention span is low. If
Yeah.
it's not more than the longest you got, the least is 2 minutes. If it's longer than a minute to 2 minutes, it's too long.
So if your song is 2 minutes and 45 seconds, that's
too long.
Come the fuck
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
son.
Nigga, look at all these hits.
So what they want a hook, verse, hook.
Yes.
That's it.
Hook, verse, hook. That's it.
You
And
got
some
how
of
I
them,
you.
some of them go around with the hook the third time just so because it sounds so catchy.
Uzi.
Yes, because the hook is so catchy.
4 bars, 3 hooks, and 1 verse.
Because we want you to sing along to the shit and TikTok to it.
They do the same thing.
Yes.
Don't spit
We
no
want you to
rap.
make a little
We
dance.
don't care about a verse. A verse could be one quick ass verse, 5 lines, 4 lines. That's it. We just need you to fuck with this hook so you can remix it on TikTok and blow this bitch up.
Yep.
More streaming numbers means more real life money.
Yep.
So
I hate to bring this up, but y'all niggas watch WWF, WWE growing up?
Yeah.
Well, chairs is going out of stock right now.
Nah, don't talk about that. He was wilding with that.
Like, randomly, I'm on YouTube. I'm just seeing Brock Lesnar gets hit with a steel chair.
Walmart got to sell on the chairs and shit now.
Selling the chairs is nasty work. In our generation, you go to the barbecue, you seeing 17,000 of them chairs.
Yup.
Because the way he was moving that chair was like on some wrestling shit.
That's why I said
Because you
that.
know in real life the
Stone
chair
Cold
is kind
vibe,
of heavy,
man.
but he was really moving that
As
shit.
if it was a weapon.
They got the bitch that was sitting down, got her with it too, and it's like, nigga, come on.
Is that safe to say that's the trend of August?
Man, for right now, it's viral right now. But it's
And
like,
also,
niggas try to say it's for the ancestors. That was the ancestors running through them. How is it the ancestors?
Everything
no,
always comes back
ancestors
to
have
Always
photo
some black
chairs.
shit. Like, come on.
They didn't even have photo
Why can't
chairs.
just be an old nigga that just saw some bullshit
He was
happening
tired.
and
He
he
was
wanted
tired.
to beat the shit
He
out
wanted
with
to
the
get
shit.
right, yeah.
Just like the young nigga that swam.
Yup.
What you gonna say? That's the ancestor that's telling this nigga go swim across the water?
Nah, that was just black pride. Like, nigga, you went over there and said, fuck that. You ain't jumping my mans and just hopped in. Like, bro, I want my mans to swim across and help
Cause
me
that
out.
whole shit, that shit was wrong. I'm not gonna up the white people for that. They was wrong for jumping on that nigga that was just doing his job.
He literally
He
just
just had to get the fuck out of here so they could come over here. That's it.
That's it. That's
You
it. That's all.
created a viral moment amongst yourselves. So I'm not gonna feel bad for y'all. I'm never gonna feel bad for y'all. Y'all jumped him for no fucking reason.
And then
But
got whooped by 10 niggas that came out of nowhere.
when he did that Bobby Smurder shit with the hat, that
Oh
shit
yeah, that was over with. That was the signal.
funny.
That was the signal to
And
go.
then he did the nigga. He ain't even called for no backup. You
He
just
just threw
saw
that hat with the
backup.
signal.
You saw all these random niggas come out the woodworks, from black women to black men, just came out of nowhere, started fucking them up.
Bro,
And
they
it's like,
beat
damn.
that man out his Crocs.
Bruh.
Yo,
These niggas was out here in shorts, looking like they living their best life on that boat, and then they got their ass beat. I'm like, I'm not feeling bad for y'all, cause y'all the one started it. Y'all started it. Now, if it was a situation where the niggas was beating y'all up first,
for nothing.
okay, now,
That's
alright,
different. That's different.
yeah. But y'all started it. So y'all gotta deal with what you gotta deal with, be able to receive what you put out. You got to.
We grew up in the age of talk shit, get hit.
Yeah.
You step here, you cross that line, you getting fucked up.
Real shit.
Motherfuckers done forgot them rules. Black people ain't never forget them rules. They ignore them rules. Black people ain't forget them.
So we ain't got shed too much light on it, but Twitter is X now.
Yup.
Man.
And X is going popping about that situation too.
X now is more dangerous. You block somebody on that account on X,
You was blocked.
you block. And it's
You
still
was
like
blocked.
that. But now is if you download that app and you don't sign in, anybody that blocked you, you could just type their name up, you could see everything that they post. They see their profile, everything that they don't want you to see,
Yep.
as long as you not signed in, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter used to shut that shit down. You ain't seeing shit unless you signed in.
You wanna know why?
They know what they
In
do.
my opinion, this is just to promote more beef. Cause what we always been saying, what we've been saying, preaching about for weeks now, toxicity sells.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk knew that it's selling, so what he doing? He raised a lot
And that nigga done gained more money
off of
off of one business deal than what he done did in the past year of just being the new
With
CEO of
Tesla and
Twitter.
all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, like you said, toxicity sells, man. Negative shit is the wave now. And that just makes me think of where the world is gonna go within a couple of years. This world's gonna go to hell. And it's not, I'm not even gonna say the world. Because a lot of countries is not flocking with this Western civilization of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But if we talking about America as a country, this country's going to hell.
Right.
So it's like, bruh.
This country already got their foot in hell right now.
A foot in it. They got their foot in the motherfucking door. So it's just like, it's gonna come to a point to
They got their foot.
what side you want.
They got their foot in there saying, "Hey Satan, you got room right now."
It's gonna be what side is you on? You over there with these niggas or you over here with these niggas? It's gonna come down to that because shit, it's just what it is. And with the young people, I'm not gonna say they all lost. They not all lost, but
Not all.
The problem is
big ass
more than 50%
majority.
of them is lost. So if it's more than 70 to 80% lost, then you could say most of them is
I'm not
lost.
gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. 65 to 75% of the world is sheep.
I don't know about that. I think
Nah,
that's
cause
higher.
going based on numbers. I'm saying based off numbers. 65-75% of the world is
And
sheep because they follow whatever the main trend
If
is.
that's 100% true, I salute that. But the way I see it, it look like 80-20 of this joint.
80-20?
It look like
Alright.
80% corruption and 20% good shit. And that's me being fair.
Yeah.
That's you being fair, but you gotta understand, that is 100% true for the Western civilization. Like you said before, the rest of the world ain't really flocking to here. They're already trying to fucking say fuck the American dollar.
Word up.
So, literally, they're not flocking to our shit at all.
So other countries make
They trying to bully fucking African cities and shit to flock to how, cause Uganda and Kenya, they don't want to rock with the whole LGBT thing.
They don't.
They don't. They already passed the
No.
bills. If they catch one in sight, it's check out.
We ain't
So-
not go too crazy into it. Don't get off that point. Do y'all think that's why other countries is coming together for new currencies to say fuck the U.S.?
That's part of it.
Yeah.
I don't think
Niggas
it's
just in
100% of it.
handshakes cross by each other like the
Cause
fuck.
they tired of America's bullshit.
We
Yeah.
better than y'all. We eat more.
America has always been the land of the free, home of the brave, all that bullshit.
The American dream.
But yet they'll take care of other people that's outside of the country over their own people.
But when we ask y'all to go get that WNBA star, y'all make her wait for damn near.
to feed the
And y'all
woke,
trade
idealism and shit.
And go ahead and trade who?
And trade a man that's literally pledged that he'll kill Americans with the bombs he uses.
Just because y'all feel guilty because y'all tired of social media saying the world don't care, the government don't care about. So this is what y'all do. Y'all let off a very important fugitive.
Enemy of
Just to prove the point, like, yeah, y'all could take him and give us the WNBA star, and I'm not saying that ain't a fair trade, but that,
It ain't a fair. I'm honestly gonna say it.
I'm just saying.
I'll say it's not
to start
a
war
fair trade.
over.
I could say y'all could have gave him anybody else, but a dude that literally said he is willing to bomb the country. He had plans to bomb the Pentagon, the White House, the World Trade Center. He had plans to bomb all of it.
He said,
and y'all
fuck you
traded him for a WNBA
Bro, he
star.
said,
I'm sorry.
he said, fuck you before the capture,
I'm
fuck
sorry,
you
love.
during the
I'm sorry.
capture, and then
I
after the
respect
capture,
your
it's
grind,
still
but
up.
no. I respect your grind, mamas, but I'm sorry. That was not a smart
to
move
show
by
that
the
they
American
care
government.
about that community. They had to do that. They didn't have to, but in their mind,
And I
they
try to
thought
not
they
bring
had
up that politic. I just try to stay on
sorry.
WNBA.
I'm sorry.
That's a whole nother
I'm
politic.
sorry. That
But back to the point you were saying. You saying the other countries is not really fucking with
They
the
not.
community.
They haven't. They
don't.
hated America.
They hate America.
Especially
Still
England.
today.
England hates us the most. Like, you have an English person go over here, you say, oh, this is America, da, da, da. They're gonna say, y'all babies compared to our country.
Even the quote
That's
unquote
straight
allies, they don't fuck with us.
They don't.
They just doing it because a lot of them can't financially go against the grain.
Can't financially
So-
or physically go against the grain.
Yeah,
I don't
Because
want
America,
to-
all through history, has been bullies.
I don't want to sound dumb or delusional saying this, but you mean to tell me it's really a war on everything? It's a war on race, ethnicity, sex, all that shit.
Yes.
the more people that's divided, the more motherfuckers can't come together to go against.
And
The
the
more
more
we
money
conquer-
the man
Yes,
gets.
divide and conquer.
Yeah.
Legit.
Art of war.
Yes.
Yo.
It's been like that for
versus
years,
gay,
bro.
straight versus gay, black versus white, men versus women,
Rich versus poor.
rich versus poor.
Yo,
Right now,
that's
it's
every
versus
aspect of
trans.
fucking life. Man versus woman.
Yup. And now
But notice everybody that goes out to other countries and shit, they don't see that. Cause a lot of them, those countries don't follow in that same rule.
Why
But
the
in
fuck
America,
would they?
we're the wasteland.
Yes.
Would they profit off of some motherfuckers staying sheep and going against each other for anything? That's how they make their bank. If we all came together and saw the eye to eye on the same shit, that means sales is gonna plummet.
Because there would be
We
no
can't have
division.
that.
So you saying the world can't be peaceful in the powers that be if there's no division?
Yes. If everybody in America came together,
As
we
one.
could take down and become the new government. The people itself could be the new government.